Well, hello and good day, Mary, Rick. It's really nice to have you here today.
Thank you, Moonfist. Thanks for inviting us.
How have you seen Sooke evolve, in collaboration with Compassionate Actions?
Yeah, I'd have to say there's been a lot of evolution in terms of collaboration in the past few years. When I first moved here, that did not happen between organizations, and that was a huge mission of CHI, the Community Health Initiative. That's one of our forefounders, was to bring organizations together to work together on issues rather than competing for funds and competing for what's happening. And so we're seeing that happen a lot. Almost all new initiatives in Sooke now have a form of collaboration as part of them. Organizations working together.
Wonderful. This collaboration, is there anywhere specific or any particular way that happens?
Sure. I think collaboration happens on a number of different levels, some of them much more formal than others in terms of sharing of funding, sharing of running of programs, sharing of the outcomes of those programs to people that are more supportive of what you're doing, maybe a bit more on the side, or providing their services to assist but aren't necessarily part of that collaboration. A good example of that was the COVID homelessness shelter that happened this year, in that there were probably about 7 agencies that came together to make that a success.
I mean, it's very encouraging to see the progress that we've made in Sooke over the last few years, and it's not just our organization. As Mary said, there's many organizations that are working collaboratively at the same table, sharing resources, sharing talents and expertise as well. So it's very encouraging. The future is bright.
Yeah, and I mean that flows perfectly right into what was the where is it going in the future, the collaboration and compassion in Sooke to further all of this. What are a few of the most important points when interacting?
I think the first one is respect for each organization's understanding their philosophical challenges, differences between organizations, and hopefully sharing the same goals. That's what drives you, puts you at the same table, which is incredibly important as we move forward. I think it's really important to acknowledge the buy-in from the District of Sooke in all of this. They've been incredibly supportive of our organization and other organizations, often with, a specific example, the homelessness issue. Often they're taking the angry phone calls or the phone calls of concern or whatever. And they've done a wonderful job in managing public perception and shifting for the very few people in Sooke that were negative about the homelessness issue and using Sea Park, etc. Changing the dynamics and changing the mindset of those naysayers in Sooke. So at the end of that, the support from the citizens of Sooke was amazing, dropping off food, positive letters to the editor, etc. So that changed the perception of those in need, and it was just evidence of the compassion that this little community of Sooke has for those that are less fortunate.
Yeah.